I can't get this right for the life of me. Sorry, guys. Let's get into it. This is the database. I'll put everything in the description. I don't feel like talking about it. Eggs, short for Anti-Gnosis Weapon System. A name used to describe all weapons systems designed to fight the Gnosis, not all of which come in human forms. The eggs are substantially downscaled in size to better respond to the Gnosis' sudden attacks, and are roughly equivalent in weight to a large automobile, meaning basically they're about the weight of a Hummer, which is probably well over 2 tons. Their primary power source, called the transmit generator, does not contain any fuel or energy conversion device. All energy is transmitted directly to these generators from the mothership or base station. Thus, the term generator is not appropriate for these systems. Similarly, the propellants used by the eggs for locomotion are also continuously provided by the mothership or base, so the eggs can in effect run indefinitely as long as they remain within the area of influence. That's nice to know. We should have known that earlier. Alright, Alan Ridgely. We already know who Alan is. Let's learn more about Alan. Born TC 4743, age 24 years old, Assistant Chief Engineer of the Cosmos Project General Operations System Research Center, Vector Industries' first R&D division. Wow, that's a heck of a title. Upon graduation from the University of Borneo, he joined Vector's first R&D division. Although he's 2 years older than Cheon, Alan is her junior by 1 year in the corporate hierarchy of Vector. He apparently comes from a wealthy family, but he does not share details of his background with anyone. Hobby? Fishing. Amplifier. A device used by warships to amplify the Hilbert effect, generated by the 100 series observational units. It has a secondary function as an omnidirectional broadcaster as well. However, due to the broadcast limitations, coverage is limited to a 100-kilometer radius. It is necessary for several ships to use their systems to cooperate during battles. This device runs anywhere between 10 to several hundred tons. So, only large vessels or cities have them. If all Federation fleet warships built after TC 4766 have them pre-installed as part of their standard equipment. The Waglende also had an amplifier on board, but due to the lack of complementary 100 series observational unit, it suffered tremendous damage during battle. Android, an artificial human life form. The first recognized use of the term android was in Tomorrow's Eve, a novel by Vallers Dil Aslihatam. No idea. 1838 to 1889, to describe the artificial woman Hadali? I don't know. During the game, a character comments, "It's hard to believe they're making an android in this day and age." However, he fails to recognize the fact that Realians, whose biological structure is nearly identical to that of humans, can also be categorized as androids. In fact, this scene is the great illustration of Vector's technological prowess. In the age where simulated AI, which rely on the spontaneous growth of networks, has become the norm, Vector continues to pursue the elusive goal of creating a completely man-made AI. Italia. A planetary member of the Galaxy Federation, meaning it's a planet, basically. It's located in close proximity to the area in which the Waglende disaster occurred. The functions as a relay point for the transfer column to Sinir. Auto mode. An operational mode which relies on independent decision making. In this case, the term refers to Cosmos' ability to process data captured by her senses, reach her own conclusions based on that information, and act on them. Autotech terminal. An unmanned battlecraft used by the UTIC organization. Each individual terminal is jump capable and carries approximately 10 small, remotely operated weapons units in the rear compartment. battle in hyperspace. If an object comes in contact with the inner boundary of hyperspace, the column wall, it disintegrates into subatomic particles. Matthews was referring to this danger when engaging in combat inside such a high-risk environment. Binding. A lock mechanism used to physically restrain Cosmos, located inside the maintenance unit. Bookworm. An insult directed at people who spend all their time reading. Xion's brother, however, hardly seems to be just an average bookworm. This is alluding to 2 and 3. Borneo University, one of the best educational institutions in the Galaxy Federation. It is a technological institution, and many Vector employees are graduates of this university, including Alan. Whoa. Cage partition. Data which forms the essence of Cosmos' being is stored within these sectioned areas of her main database. Captain Moriyama. Born TC 4727. Age 40 years old. Captain of the space cruiser Waglende. Loyal to his mission, he is also quite generous and understanding towards his subordinates, who all trust him. He's dead. Cargo weight. Tolls for the UMN transfer gate are determined by the total weight of the matter to be moved and the distance it will travel. Each class of cargo or passenger vessel has an assigned weight limit. The amount by which the Elsa was over its weight limit certainly cannot be attributed entirely to the addition of Xion and her party. The speculation that the Elsa contained salvage wreckage that was smuggled in at one point or another. Chaos. Born unknown, age unknown. A slender young boy, his perpetually melancholic expression as well as depth and scope of his conversation give rise to the impression that he hails from a higher plane of existence. As he volunteers no information whatsoever about his past, other than his name, everything about him, including whether he even has any memory of his past, is unknown. His relationship with Matthews and the crews appears to go back for quite some time, and they all respect him highly. His translucent blue eyes and silver hair are particularly notable features. They are. He's very pretty. Commander Andrew Cherenkov. Born TC 4731, 36 years old. A commander of the Federation Marine Corps, and second in command of the bow cruiser Waglende. There is more to this man than meets the eye. Commercial mode. A mass-produced product targeted for the general consumer, as opposed to those intended for military or law enforcement agencies. This categorical distinction is often seen in firearms, where the military and law enforcement agency models do not differ greatly except for the modifications that allow disabling a full auto switch, or limiting the number of rounds in the cartridge. During the story, an operator comments even their commercial models differ greatly between those that haven't seen action and those that have seen action and those that haven't. What she means is that Vector must be trying to boost the appeal of the commercial model Cosmos to consumers by building its reputation as a military model first. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Condenser. The in-game reference is the device used by Cosmos to store the energy she requires to function. Due to the fact that Cosmos' current setup was for simulated battle, her condenser is also a test version. 2nd Division on 2nd Militia is apparently developing a working model of this item. Congestion, a condition of which communication lines are busy due to excess traffic. Connection gear, a PDA often used by Xion and the others. When activated, a holographic monitor and keyboard appear. Its capabilities can be further expanded via downloads and various plugins. Best thought of as an advanced version of a PC or a wireless phone. Counselor, a special doctor responsible for maintaining the physical and mental health of Realians. The standards for qualification in this field are higher than other medical professions. Therefore, it is one of the more challenging occupations. However, the unabated high demand for counselors has resulted in a proliferation of temporary maintenance stations for Realians. Most counselors work in the companies which manufacture Realians. Counterterrorism. The literal translation is anti-terrorism. 1 year ago, Ziggy was a member of the 1875th Special Ops Command Detachment of the Federation Police Bureau, a unit which specialized in counterterrorism. Creator and creation refers to the creator of all and all life created by it, God and man, man and reality. Whoa. Curry, one of Shion's culinary specialties. A reaction by the American game fans who saw this scene at a recent game show was, "What the hell are they eating?" At last, culinary cultural differences. Yes, it's mostly seen in Japan, guys. Cyborg. A living organism which possesses artificial organs and an obsolete technology, once popular in the age before nano and Realian technologies emerged.